got these new boots, and they're the Scoot boots, and they're actually very nice. I think I may have found the boots that works for us. It's got a nice tread with this frog thingy here, frog support. These things come off, it's a hole, and then you just pull it over and hook it on. There. Not sure if I can do that with one hand, but yeah, you just hook this on, so this can actually open all up, and this is supposed to be loose. Then here's the gaiter. The gaiter kind of sits funny, but this is different. It's completely open back here, so the heels actually are back here, and then this goes down the middle, so it actually holds on very well. And then the whole boot, oh, Lasair is sneezing on me, is, oh, gross. The whole thing is all soft. So it's soft and flexible, and it moves with him, which means that it stays on a lot better than the other ones. Also, all these other ones get heavy and wet, you know, when we go through water, and water can escape from it, but not fast enough. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Lasair just knocked me down. And then you see how it cracks and stuff, and it gets all beat up. This one is. And then my other thing is that they're so bulky. Because they're so bulky, then they were tearing up Lasair's legs. Before, the ones with the side hardware, the hardware on the inside was tearing up his legs because it would swipe against the other leg. But I found that even the ones without the hardware, even this stuff, it's rough, and that just keep rubbing back and forth as he's swiping his legs. I don't know, it still hurts him, just not as bad as if it was a buckle. I don't have those ones anymore. I got rid of those ones. Was using this one. It does have this, and maybe that was what was catching him still on the inside, even though this is the slimmer one. The new model of this one had the big buckle on the side. That one didn't work. And even this one kind of swipes a little, but this one, the leather's kind of turning up. Well, I bought this used, so it was already all beat up. And then these kept coming off. You can see this Velcro's barely working anymore, but I got this used. I was just trying it. So that's, you know, kind of like it's not quite perfect. And then I found this one, and Lasair still, his feet are still changing because he's still in transition. And I wanted to wait to buy good boots until he was more stable in his hoof size, but because he's still swiping and hurting his legs in all of these ones, I figured, you know what, we're just gonna have to do it. We're just gonna have to try something else, even though I'll probably be spending more money and wasting more money trying to find the right one. But these ones actually show a lot of promise. Nothing to hurt him, very slim sides. Oh, I can show you on him. So here are the Cavallos. Here's a Scoot boot. And you see on the inside, it's kind of hard because this is in the shadow, but you know, this one has like that, and then this is very thin. Almost nothing. That is probably the slimmest that you're going to be able to get in a boot. And took him for a ride, tried to test it out, going uphill, downhill, some turbo boosts, cantering, and extended trot. Extended trot is where I can really test out if he's using the full use of his hoof. You know, instead of like a regular trot. Extended trot makes you really go. And then, you know, obviously gallop and canter and stuff, but then he can hurt himself more with that. So the little swipes, this is from little swipes, and probably a notch, probably from where that bolt, this bolt is still there. Need to just get rid of all those. But you see how this, it seems slim, but still not as slim as that. So you can see it side by side. And this one is still turning, and this one doesn't quite fit throughout the whole entire trimming cycle. In fact, that one I think I was using for his front hooves, and right now that one doesn't fit on his front, so I had to put it on the rear, and it's barely fitting on the rear. Not good. And then this one, I have a size 4 up front and I have a size 4 on the rear, and the size 3 is supposed to be for the rear, but it was a little bit snug, so I was just trying out the size 4 on the rear. What they offer is that you can send them pictures. They tell you how to send pictures of a ruler or tape measure against the hoof, and then they will decide what size you need. So they decided that Lasair needed the 4s up front and the 3s in the rears, but that was also about 2 weeks ago, and now he probably could use a size up. I'm not sure how this gaiter is supposed to sit. Oh, hey, please don't kill me. I know, I'm right back here. But I wanted to show you how that really helps. I think that helps to stop any turning, because Lasair will turn his boots, and then when they turn, then they flick off. And this one, look at that. It goes down here, down the center, and then the little heel bulbs are sticking out, so that I think that helps with turning. And then this is, you're supposed to be able to put one finger through here. This is just loose, so there's nothing really to rub. Nothing's gonna rub up front, and it could rub in the rear, but I think that's just because it's a little bit too snug for him right now. But I really like this design. This is the only bit that's touching him, and then it has the gaiter. But I checked it and there wasn't any rubs, but I didn't do a super long ride. I think I just did a 4 mile real quick one yesterday. They just arrived yesterday, so they're brand new to me. But it's really easy to use, super easy to slip on and everything, and they stayed on very well. These high sides really help boots to stay on. I don't like the low sides. The low sides, he flicks them right off. They're low like this or lower. High sides will already hold it on, and then because this bends and everything, and then this whole thing, can't do it with one hand, but this whole bottom is pretty flexible too. If you want to look at some of the bottoms here, they say that they also have one of the best tread patterns. Oh, so the one that I didn't try yet is the Renegades. Those, I wanted to try those, but when I spoke with Renegade, they said that I basically need to purchase 3 different sizes for Lasair, because it has a very, very narrow margin of tolerance for sizes, and so it has to fit exactly right, or else it's not going to stay on. And so the Renegades, I'd have to buy 3 different sizes, versus this one I just need to buy 2 different sizes, or maybe later when Lasair stabilizes, maybe I just need to buy 1 size. So this one has they say that this one will fit more hooves, has a greater tolerance than other boots as well. So that's what I was looking for, something with great tolerance that can last throughout the entire trim cycle, high sides, and flat, slim, no hardware or even soft wear to rub against his legs and interfere. And at his gaits, he was moving really nicely. He's not moving perfect yet, but that could also just be because of his hooves are still growing out, and he's kind of taught himself to be careful, and he was short striding because I think he keeps kicking himself, and he's like, I'm trying not to, so he's being extra careful. And then towards the end of the ride, when he started to realize that these weren't hurting him, then he started to reach out more and more and starting to move a lot better and start moving a lot more naturally with these ones, these ones were all just making him scared to move because they were hurting him. So I'm looking forward to putting these through more tests and really seeing how they work for him. But right now they're showing a lot of promise, and I'm really happy with them.